Uh,
Hey, welcome to Talk Time with Caffeine. Got my caffeine. My the other two.
I got caffeine. I'm caffeinated. Caffeinator. I don't know.
You got yours, Nick?
Oh, but I do have shitty games.
Is that
Damn it.
pretty much is like caffeine, I guess. Keeps you awake.
No! Well, actually, I don't know. Shitty music keeps you awake, I can tell you that much, especially if it's on the NES.
You're like, I know fucking Xbox keeps Nick awake with nightmares.
Post-traumatic Shrek disorder. PTSD.
Wait a fucking minute. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, look here. Look what I got.
I guess our first topic, I have 3 topics in mind. At least 3 topics. I guess my first one would be a story of, first topic is being nice to assholes.
Is that what we're talking
Prince
about?
Asshole. Have a controller pack with a sticker on it.
Well, let's see. Last night, I was in the back drive-thru again, because no one else could do it. Got cold again because of it. Because oh, it's not no time, but because it's spring. However, it's still freaking freezing outside. At least in Ohio.
Oh goddamn.
Anyways, this for my story. This guy, I threw his change in my hand, and I dropped a quarter of it, and he got all pissy about it. He said, "It's not my fault you dropped that damn quarter." Like, hey, well, I don't have a quarter now. Sorry, I was taking out your dollars. No, whatever. I'll pick all this trade up, and it's mine now. It's my trade. I'm picking up. Like, okay, whatever. Don't care. And it's like, if you want to deny the people of the Ronald McDonald House the chains, you're the asshole, not me. I say that part out loud. I'm thinking it, whatever.
So basically, someone dropped a quarter and he got pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Is this in a drive-thru?
Yeah.
Couldn't he just didn't he have enough room to open his car door?
Yeah, he did. He was all mad about it. He said, "This is my change now. All this change on the ground is mine now, not yours." Like, whatever. I don't care.
Wait, I'm confused. Why did he say that though?
I don't know. He's an asshole. But basically, he dropped down my hand,
Oh my god! I know what to fucking play now. Hang on. We'll actually keep talking about how you don't care about the freaking thing.
Yeah, this is, I don't care. If you want it, you'll have it. Don't care. Keep it. Don't care. Whatever. Just go away now. But I can't really say that part because I can't say get the hell out of here. Don't care about your problems. But you ever had to be you two ever had to be nice to people that you are assholes to you? But you get to be nice to them anyways.
I have a couple stories. Pretty sure.
You have a couple of stories about being nice to assholes. No, Vandalia, before we do that, here is what you probably, even though you were being nice, this is exactly what you should have said about the customer saying, "Oh, it's my change now. It's my change now." You ready?
What?
Did you understand any of that?
No.
I don't care.
It was the greatest freak out ever. Kid yelling, "I don't care," or the way he does it, "I don't care." Oh, an angry grandpa and psycho dad. And psycho kid.
Okay, anyways, so my couple short stories. So this actually involves a bus because, funny enough, I rode a bus all over the place today. But it didn't happen today, though. It happened last year. So this was while I was trying to first learn the bus system in my city. And one of the buses fucking... Okay, so there's a yellow line on the bus, and the driver is not allowed to move the bus if you're not past this yellow line.
Ugh.
I didn't even get past the yellow line, and before I knew it, the driver started fucking slamming on his goddamn accelerator and nearly made me knock on my ass. Fucking, like, I was surprised. And when we were stopping, he fucking stopped hard, and I'm like, what the fuck is his problem? And because it happened so quickly, I just stayed neutral and just said thanks. It's like I couldn't really comprehend what was going on in the moment until after I left the bus. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, that guy's a fucking prick.
Yeah.
And then there's one other time I can think of where, okay, people are probably not going to know what I'm talking about, but there's a story that I talked about a long while ago, sometime in 2017, and this is about Callie, and this isn't the knife situation, this is a different situation that happened way before.
Mario, can I interrupt you for a minute?
Okay, 1 minute, go.
Okay. So, I can say I was an asshole, you know why? That was deleting the freaking shitty RPG, The Legend of Macho Man Mario.
Oh yeah, that too.
I'm pleased to report that there is the data for it.
Da da da.
Oh, so you finally revealed it.
I finally revealed it's still alive. Now I'm gonna delete it too.
No, because no one cares.
Yep. Take that. Sorry. It's okay. That's shit.
Yeah, some
observed.
and sometimes it'd be nice. The bus drivers can kick you off. If you're not, at least where I live, if you're rude on the bus driver can kick you off. Like, get off the bus. Get off the bus. Get off the fucking bus.
Well, yeah, but even if I could comprehend what was going on, I don't think I would have really said much.
What? It would have been like Rosa Parks.
No.
No. No, come on, Mario. If you're being kicked off the bus just because a person's being an asshole, you're gonna say,
No, you misunderstand, because it was the driver himself, because, okay.
But that's exactly what happened in the Rosa Parks story.
Oh, well, technically
Like
she was breaking the
bus driver tries to get Rosa Parks to move because a white man needs to sit down, and she says, no, this is my seat, I'm going to stay here. And then the bus driver's like, you know, I'm going to have to arrest you for this. And she responds, you may do that. That needs to be you.
Anyways, and then there's, oh yeah, so I talked about Callie last year, and I don't remember what episode it is, I wish I knew, but it's some episode, talked about a knife situation, but this particular situation happened before the knife situation. So, she did something that pissed me off really bad. I don't remember what it was, but she really pissed me off. So much so that when she wanted to apologize to me, I attempted to not accept the apology, because keep in mind that this isn't the first time that she would piss me off at this point in time. She's done other things to really piss me off before this situation, So that's why I tried to not accept the apology, and my dad's like, "Oh no, you can't just do that." And thinking about it now, yeah, I can do that actually, and I should have fucking stood my ground. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I can't find the other, I can't remember the other topic now I've been talking about. I know the main topic I was talking about. This is the third topic I for idea I had yesterday, but now I can't think of it. I thought I sent it to one of you guys for backup, and now I can't find it.
I did say talk about how freaking Toys R Us is closing and how freaking the founder of Toys R Us died.
Okay, so that could be
the announcement.
That could be the next topic. The death of Toys R Us.
But Snake didn't really say anything.
Oh, that's right. I wrote it. That's right. I wrote it in the idea board. Duh. That's what I have it for.
Games for us. Does this answer your question?
Answer what? The baby's kisses.
You can't play GameCube's games on it?
Oh.
You can't play GameCube games on the Wii U.
That's what it was. Okay. That's what the topic was. I remember now.
Was it GameCube?
GameCube?
I don't have... No, GameCube is the only... Yeah, GameCube is the only system I don't own. Ever.
What, you have every other console in existence?
Yeah, pretty much. I have I got the Nintendo, I got the Super Nintendo, I got a 64. I stopped for a while, and then a few years ago, I bought. My friend sold me a Wii for $20, and bought a Wii U last year for my taxes. I got a Switch this year for my taxes. So yeah, GameCube's the only system I don't own.
Wow. Oh, by the way, games. By the way, games for us. Describe your problem, because I might be able to do something about it if you really want me to. Yeah, describe your problem. I'll see if I think I can fix it.
Meanwhile, in chat, we're fast.
It's goddamn schnick.
Meanwhile, in chat, have anybody in chat, have any of you had to ever be nice to an asshole before?
My pelle Gordon.
I guess we'll go to this next topic next. The death of Toys R Us.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because the frickin'...
Okay, wait till we get back and change the topic. Alright. I hate... The problem with that is, I don't know... There's that delay on the camera. Okay, anyways. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's that delay on camera. I have no idea when he'll be back. I think he's back now.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. Death of Toys R Us. Next topic. Hey, ready? You can go now, Snick.
I only wanted to bring it up because of how the founder died literally a week after the frickin' store was announced to be liquidated. And I didn't even know the founder was still alive.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit about this on my Twitch stream earlier today. How Toys R Us is so freaking expensive.
It is?
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Well, Toys R Us isn't fully closed down yet, because they should have, like, sales, right?
Yeah, they are liquidating shit, so they are having sales.
I guess I talked about it in the stream too. There was, I guess, Toys R Us has something that other stores didn't have. They might have exclusive toys that Walmart didn't have or other places didn't have.
Okay.
Like I said that I think I besides Amazon, maybe I go. Oh God, again. Back when they were selling those die-cast Power Ranger toys for $100, I can only find them at Toys R Us website. I couldn't find them at Walmart and other places.
Oh wow.
Apparently apparently Bonsai or make Power Ranger toys we're remaking the old Megazords, but with metal pieces instead of the plastic crap they pulled in the 90s. And people were buying. I guess if you're rich and really obsessed with Power Rangers, people were buying them and making videos about them. Like, oh, I want those. But
well,
I'm not rich.
I mean, if it's purely metal, then I can kind of see the price being, justified.
Yeah.
Can I make another unrelated announcement?
I guess.
I am wearing the T-shirt that I wore during the Crash Bash stream.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I still talking about the stream too about how some people buy games and stuff or toys and just put them on a shelf, not to touch them. I guess people do that. I guess me, if I got about $100 toy, I'd probably play with it immediately. Like, rip the box open up and okay, make a video of the YouTube video about the Megazord eating a stuffed animal or something. As I would do, like, whoops, because it's supposed to be the metal is supposed to be less unbreakable. I guess you could still break them if you tried it. I guess, but it's supposed to be a lot better. I guess.
But Vandelio, I have one question.
Yeah.
Will it blend?
Hey, what?
Will it blend?
As a blender?
I'm making a joke of videos that take random shit and ask, will this blend? And they
Probably.
put in, like they take random shit, throw it in a blender, and try and blend it. I was trying to make a joke out of that.
I guess it was a blender. If it was strong enough blender, it probably would, but I'm not gonna try.
Pure metal? I don't think it would blend pure metal.
If your blender was a tree, if your blender was like a tree chopper, it would. Or a tree crusher. People they
a crusher. Okay, if you put it on a crusher, yeah, that's gonna fucking break.
What's that called? The people on your street, they put limbs and stuff in a chipper. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called a chipper. But I guess of toys and stuff, are you like a collector that never touches stuff, or are you like a user?
This is a collectible.
Well, to be completely honest with you, I don't really see the point of getting an item only to keep it in the packaging forever. Like, not even open it. I mean, maybe if it was something extremely rare, perhaps, but at the same time, you could also say, oh, well, if it's extremely rare, then we should have
this is a collectible
exposed to the public through footage on YouTube.
But you opened it, didn't you, Snick?
Yes, I did.
So it's a half collectible.
It's usable. What about you and Chad? You guys in chat, you collectors or you a user?
This is a collectible.
Not anymore, it's not.
Oh, fuck! Shit fell out.
You made that big of a reaction for a fucking piece of paper?
Yeah.
Why?
The paper! The paper!
Well, to be like Darkside Phil, I already traded the game in, so it's truly collectible now. No, just kidding. The disc is in my PS4 right now. So.
Right.
Oh my god! He just killed the disc.
So, Vandalia, how do you feel about Toys R Us closing down?
I haven't been there in like 10 years, so.
Really?
Or longer.
Damn. Well, Vandalia, now's the time to do it before they fucking close forever.
I'm gonna get there. I have no car, and I'm gonna. If I go there, I gotta probably take like 2 or 3 buses to get, or 2 buses to get there. 3 buses to get the nearest Toys R Us.
I'd have to take a couple buses to a Toys R Us.
Keep discussing this. I need to go sit.
But, I guess I go there and see if they have any Power Ranger toys for money for the expensive $200. But
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of, I think I might go to Toys R Us tomorrow just for the hell of it.
I was gonna gone today. Today is my day off, like, so I put. Then I'll have sleep, but then again I was sleeping half the day, so probably not.
I just hope that they're not fucking closed for good by the time I get there.
I'm gonna get done something this week since you're on spring break, but I slept half the day and the other half I was at work, so we couldn't do anything fun.
Well, even then, I was gone all day.
All week?
No, today I was gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've done anything for you guys on spring break last week I did anything with Snick, this week I did anything with you. Maybe I can do something with Brandon next week on his spring break.
Yeah, he does have a spring break, but he'll probably either be asleep or just not there. That's one of the 2 things that he usually does.
Sleep in. Well, but
Back now.
What?
Eh.
Alright, so chat, what do you all feel about the death of Toys R Us?
Yeah, what do you think?
I remember going to a Toys R Us years ago, and my dad tried getting me this thing where it was... I mean, the concept, I guess, would kind of be like a Kinect, but it was like a Kinect that was...
Oh, like an Xbox Kinect?
No, the concept.
Oh. Speaking of Kinects, I was one of those as a kid, too. Those big Kinect factory things and stuff that do movable Kinects. I always wanted one of those. But again, I was a poor kid. Never heard of those before?
I feel like I know this, but I don't know what you're...
I guess
describe what it is?
I guess it's like Legos or something, but...
Are they like sticks?
Maybe. A little bit.
Like colored sticks?
I'm gonna find a website.
If they're colored sticks, I think I might have seen commercials when I was a kid. Because I really feel like I've heard of something like that before. I just don't recall, though.
Would you like to know one of my toys from Toys R Us?
What? What? Oh. What is that?
Again, it's gonna play it later.
Oh no! Sesame Street on the PlayStation!
Sunny days.
This is not the exact same copy I got as a kid, but still.
Oh, there's.
Well, anyways, that's. Oh, wait, what?
Here's something. There you go. Here's something. Ta-da! That's Kinects.
I'm playing Gary's mod. Mario, wanna play Left 4 Dead after this?
Maybe. Probably not right after.
That's what Kinects. That's what they were. At least one of the boxes.
Because I am gonna warn you that I am gonna warn you that tomorrow I might not be able to do much of anything because my dad has a friend staying over. I mean, I might be able to talk, but probably not too late.
But
yeah, I don't think I recognize this.
it was mainly a '90s thing. I think it died. I think it recently came back, but It's mainly my childhood and teenagehood. But anyways, I have two other topics to talk about.
Wait, I wasn't. I didn't even get to do my thing.
I know. I go into that.
Oh.
I have two other topics to talk about. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, change your topic now, or
I didn't get to do my story for the Toys R Us thing as a kid.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Okay. So, as a kid, my dad got me. Well, I went to a Toys R Us, and my dad got me this thing that the concept was like a Kinect, Xbox 360 Kinect, and a plug-and-play console at the same time. So it's somewhat like a hybrid. And the idea was that you move your body to move the character. And, of course, since the Kinect wasn't even a thing at the time, it was shit. Like, really, really shit. To the point where it barely even worked at all. And I think it was a Batman game, actually. And, let's just say I couldn't even get that far in the game because the fucking device was just a piece of shit and I couldn't control the characters properly. So we immediately returned it. And then I think I got like a fucking walkie-talkie thing.
Oh, I love walkie-talkies.
Yeah, of course it was like one of those bad walkie-talkies because it wasn't like a more professional one or anything.
I have a story about. I have a story about. You did. I have stories about walkie-talkies.
I really don't remember if it was a Batman walkie-talkie kind of thing or not, but I think it might have been. Oh yeah, also I wanted those toy vehicle things as a kid. Like, toy vehicle, it's like, you charge it up and you actually drive it around. It doesn't go very fast though.
Like a remote control car thing?
No, like, I mean, yeah, you do control the car, but you're in the car. Like those big things.
Like Power Wheels?
I don't know what that is.
It's a remote control. It's like a car you're for toddlers that you're driving around.
You know, Wiith 1776 had one of those in the form of a monster truck.
Really?
In fact, I think he still has it, but he obviously doesn't. I think he tried fitting in it and trying to drive it, but it looked ridiculous.
My niece has a Barbie convertible like that.
Wow. But yeah, all I remember is that it's a car, you control it, but it's not remote controlled. You get in the car and you drive it. But it doesn't go very fast.
They're called Power Wheels.
Really? They're called Power Wheels?
Yeah.
Never noticed.
I was kind of thinking about that.
Yeah, never got one. Ironically, even though I wanted one, I never asked for it every Christmas. Yeah, funny how that works, huh? Let's see. Honestly, other than that, that's like... Well, not other than that, but that's like the only thing I remember about Toys R Us, actually. Was that story in particular. I fucking went to Hollywood Video and, was it Blockbuster?
Oh, Blockbuster. Another dead thing.
Yeah,
it was Blockbuster. Yeah, I went to Blockbuster and Hollywood Video more. Actually, I think I went to Hollywood Video more than Blockbuster, if I'm correct. If I'm remembering what Blockbuster is in the first place. Does Schnick have a spare GameCube? Probably not. Do you,
nope.
Schnick?
I do not. I do not have a goddamn spare GameCube. I myself had to buy myself a GameCube when my sister wanted to take my Wii with her to college.
That's what they looked like back in the 80s or something. A commercial for them.
I just laid a bunch of NPC nodes because I need these NPCs to chase me.
But yeah, every time I went to a Hollywood Video or a Blockbuster, I just got games rather than movies.
Yeah, me too.
I never rented games from Blockbuster, only movies.
Yeah, renting is cheaper than owning if you don't rent all the time, right?
Yeah. It's only. I guess it's cheaper if you play the game once, you don't like it very much, but no, if you're going to keep the game over and over again, you might as well buy it, you know, like,
Yeah.
It takes you like 20 rentings to beat the game, and like, okay, I'm back for the game again, gotta beat the game again, like, damn it, did beat it again, and it really sucks if time you rent it again, somebody's reset the data, you're like, no, you're like, damn it, start over the beginning again, like old school games, for like an old school Nintendo game before they had save files and stuff on cartridges and inside the thing. Okay. The game itself with the save, like Final Fantasy and Zelda.
I mean, yeah, it would suck, but if you're renting a game or selling your game, that's kind of to be expected, in my opinion. In fact, actually, as a kid, I rented a Nintendogs game, and I fucking literally got kind of upset when it was almost time to return it, and surprisingly, my dad he allowed extra time for me to own it for a while longer, and then return it later. I don't think I had a Nintendogs game at that time, but it was a different version.
You were sad about giving up your little doggy and Nintendogs?
Well, I was autistic.
The first game I ever rented, I think the first game I ever rented was Excite Bike.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
And yeah, I was more autistic back then, is what I should say.
But so any other topics you want to? Do you two have any other topics you want to talk about? If I might go for my next topic.
I can't really think of anything.
I think I had something I forgot.
I did get a lot of my early games from Toys R Us, and I went to Blockbuster every week.
Games First, what do you mean Nintendogs is soon to be extinct? I thought it was extinct ever since Nintendogs plus Cats.
No. Speaking of extinct, that's a future topic, but first, next topic are maniacs. Crazy maniacs.
Being nice to crazy maniacs? Is that what this is?
Not be nice to them, they're crazy maniacs. I mean, Alright. So, I saw a video recently. Probably other people see it too. Maybe other people. You know, last week, what's his name? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, Stephen Hawking died last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's this guy on the internet, YouTube, who made a video about it, and how he was glad and laughing at the fact, he said, Hawkins is burning in hell right now, and he deserves it.
Was the guy a devout religious person?
Yeah.
That's probably why, because Hawking was a well-known atheist.
But he was so excited about it. He wasn't sad. He wasn't sad about, you know, like, he's in hell right now. Poor. He's like that idiot's in hell right now, like laughing at he's laughing about it, excited about it.
I'm not really surprised, to be honest, because
and not to mention devout religious people don't like science.
Yeah, at least some people. Hopefully, some people you don't like him or not. You know, you'll still be sad about the fact. You know, not like he was like with glee. Like he was burning.
Talk to me about that as a kid. You think different about me.
You be happy? What, you be glee too?
Not towards Stephen Hawking. I don't even think I would know who he is at the time. But towards people I hated, especially Callie. Yeah.
But yeah, still, it's like I guess you're a kid different. I guess kids are different, but it's like how I was like oh my god, really? God damn.
Oh, also
I will freaking say I'm religious, and I'm not devout religious, but I like but I do like religion, and I was genuinely upset to hear about Stephen Hawking's passing. I mean, at the same time, I was kind of relieved because only because the guy had ALS and he was suffering with it for so many years, and now he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. But the best part was, despite his freaking ALS, he still contributed to the field of science heavily, even during the days of his illness, which he should be commended for.
Hey, games for us.
Hey, games for us. What's your opinion about the crazy people? About the guy being...
I think I'm cutting out really, really badly.
You're cutting out? Because you're not.
Hello?
Hi, yeah, we hear you.
We hear you fine.
Yeah, I think I'm being cut out.
No, you're not. Hey, you're not being cut out. Ah!
I have no idea what's going on. My phone says poor network connection, and everybody's voices are being cut in and out, so I'm really scared.
No, you need Angry Grandpa screams.
All I heard was angry grandpa. Angry screams.
On top! On top! Okay! And mother.
Okay, stop. I think I could hear you.
What? You're mumbling.
I think the connection's...
Oh my god.
Oh, bye then, I guess.
Oh. It's because my phone's freaking auto-updating something. My phone's auto-updating something while I'm in a call.
Maybe you should have waited.
G fucking G.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was gonna auto-update as soon as I entered the call.
Oh, so you can hear us!
Like
you can hear us!
Everything.
You can hear us!
I heard like one word of that sentence. Whatever you said.
Bullshit.
Dun 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 dun.
I heard afterwards was shit, so...
Bullshit! Bullshit! Do you hear me? Bullshit!
I fucking hate your goddamn joke. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it more than goddamn.
But anyways, back to topic. Back to topic now. But yeah.
This sounds really, really good on my end.
Annoying now. Okay, so back to the topic.
I have no idea what's even going on. Why?
You want to try again later? Call us back after your thing is updating or something. Maybe that'll be better. But guys,
I think Jesse Gyra needs goddamn anger management.
So, alright, go back to the topic again. So yeah, guy, believe it or not, I guess you like him or not, religious or not, this don't be happy that some guys. Don't be. I say, let me put it this: don't be gleeful that you're burning for all eternity if you believe that.
Also, I need to clarify that the reason why I said I would be, especially for Callie, would be because she fucking tried to kill me, so I feel it's justified that if someone tries to kill me, I can wish upon death, or wish them upon death.
I've wished people that in the heat of the moment, at least in the heat of the moment, I've wished, you know, like, people to die in the heat of the moment in my rage.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't do it in people that liked her, like, in front of them. I wouldn't do that, but, you know, beyond that, yeah, I would. But yeah, I didn't need to make that disclaimer.
I don't know if you can hear us games for us, but what's your opinion on all this?
Le Gordon Bleu.
Rip.
I'm an evil scientist. What do you expect?
That's Sparrow. That's Sparrow's opinion. do you think about Sparrow's idea?
Interesting. But
I am back.
Can you hear us?
I think so. I mean, it's still a little bit weird, but it seems to be fine now.
So you want to give your opinion now?
About what?
About the guy who made a video about being so happy and gleeful Stephen Hawking is burning in hell.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, he was like all gleeful and stuff about it. Happy that he was.
I think Stephen Hawking was a great dude, great scientist, and he was just a great person overall, and it's really dumb that people want other people dead over their beliefs, so...
I don't really even know what Steve Hawking did. To me, he was just kind of a guy that was there, that was popular, but I didn't know why he was popular. I don't really care, but...
Was he the guy that invented the Big Bang Theory?
I mean,
he did a lot of stuff.
Discussed it.
But what did he do specifically that made him popular, though?
I mean, he did a lot of things in the field of science.
Physics.
Like what?
Yeah, and physics.
Yeah, physics, explaining, like, things.
The origin of the universe.
The origin of the universe. Like, in fact, the movie that describes his life is called The Theory of Everything. But then he's also famous for the disease he had. He had ALS, and I think by far, he holds a record for having lasted the longest after his diagnosis. Because typically when you're diagnosed with ALS, you only got like a couple of years after that. And sure enough, when he got diagnosed at a relatively young age, most people who get ALS get it in their 50s. He got it when he was about to graduate from college. And he was given a few years to live after that. But his form of ALS was a rare variety that not only was early onset, but it was much slower than other forms of ALS.
How long did he
And
live?
what's surprising his doctors, he lasted about 55 years with the disease.
Oh, so he died like at around 70, I'm guessing, or 60?
His mid-70s, yes.
That's a pretty decent age, I guess.
Yeah.
What the heck, phone? Why? It's trying to turn itself off in the middle of a Skype call, which it's never done before.
I'm trying to sink a ship in Gmod.
Oh. I thought you were gonna...
So I think he might have invented the Big Bang Theory. I could be wrong about that.
I mean, I know he discussed it.
Where the universe was invented. The expanding universe was invented, I think. I think he might have been one of the founding people about it.
Finally, I'm sinking the ship.
Yeah. Alright, before we go to our main topic, you guys have a topic you want to talk about?
No.
Not really. I just want to come in to talk. I don't really have a topic.
Alright, Mario? You remember your topic yet?
No, I kind of completely forgot.
Final topic then, at least for now. At least until we get the next Daily Onion. Alright, final topic.
Steve, there is even a daily note.
Oh wait, I have a topic.
Okay,
Did you guys hear?
you ready to write it down, Mario?
Did you hear about the Super Smash Brothers Switch E3 Invitational or no?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, they have, so let's go talk about them.
Okay. I was just gonna talk about, do you think this game is a port or a new game?
It's obviously a new game. I'm just gonna stop you there right now. It's obviously a new game.
Yeah, I believe it's a new game too. Though a lot of people are saying it's a port for some reason. I think it's a new game using the Smash 4 engine, which is why they got it completed fast. It sounds.
I mean, they can. I mean, they could still use the Smash 4's engine, but it's not a port. There's just too much
new models.
There's just too much proof going towards it being a new game, and people for some reason say otherwise, but it just doesn't really make sense why it wouldn't be a new game. If it wasn't a new game, then why would they just have it secret-y? That doesn't make sense to me. And if they ended up actually revealing it as a port, which I don't think would even happen, then that would be fucking ridiculous. Plus, not to mention that the logo itself is different, so that is pretty big proof that it's a new game. There's like, the only flames we see is the Smash logo in the background, but other than that, not really. No red or blue flame, just yellow flame.
Yeah, me and Flicker were talking about Smash Brothers during my Twitch stream, about how...
I was talking about how fighting games have been stripping single-player content because people only care about multiplayer, it seems.
Actually, sorry, I don't know why I said red. Yellow. There's yellow flame, but no blue flame. Blue flame is 3DS, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's more like orange and yellow.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I've been thinking is that Smash Brothers is going to launch in September, along with the online service.
It could.
Because, yeah, I'm guessing that's the main reason why it's going to be released this year, and why there's going to be gameplay and stuff. And Sakurai, what he tried to do with Smash 4 is try to please everybody, which is why the game is kind of all over the place. He tried to please the competitive scene and the casual scene, but, you know, he kind of missed the entire story element of it and some of the single-player stuff.
We don't know why you missed the single-player story.
I mean, he did flesh out Classic Mode, and Classic Mode was completely different in Smash 4 than it was in any other Smash game. So
Wait,
I guess
how was it different? Wait a minute, how was it different?
Okay, so in Melee, Brawl, Smash 64... you do 2 fights, and then you do a break the targets, then you do 2 or 3 more fights, then you do another break the targets, or you do race to the finish, or you do...
Well, it depends on what game you play, though.
Yeah, but they're all really similarly structured, like it's linear. Like it's just a random events that would happen. But in Smash 4, you actually have choice to what path you're going down. And it also has different stuff. Like, it doesn't have break the targets or stuff like that in Smash 4. It's all just a bunch of different battles with different difficulties. And plus, and it also allows for different levels of difficulty. Like, before, it would only be, like, very easy, normal, hard, or very hard in the old Smash games. In Smash 4, you could go from level 1 to level 9 with all the decimal places in between. And of course that would determine what the fight with Master Hand and Crazy Hand would be like. And it also has the roulette for getting the custom parts, the trophies, or the money. So he did kind of expand a lot on the classic mode, where to the point where it doesn't even really feel like classic mode, especially in Smash Wii U.
I don't know. I guess it could. I guess it kind of still feels like classic mode. I mean, yeah, there's different elements to it. 3DS, I'd call it semi-linear, and Wii U version, I'd call it non-linear, because, I mean, that's what it really is. And the reason why I call 3DS semi-linear is because you do have a path, but you choose which path, but you ultimately end up going the same place. Well, actually, then again, well, maybe it's, okay, maybe Wii U isn't exactly non-linear. It's like in between, because you choose what fight, whereas 3DS you choose a path, and if I remember correctly, I don't think you really knew what the fight was going to be like on what path, right?
In Smash 4, Yeah, you kind of, because if it has...
But what about... but I'm talking about 3DS.
Reward. On 3DS, you could see what path is easier or harder, determining what number of coins is on the path.
What number of coins?
Yeah, because when you go on a path, there's bronze coins, silver coins, or gold coins, and whichever path you pick is harder. If you pick the gold path, you're gonna fight against harder CPUs, and if you pick the path with no coins or bronze coins, then it's generally gonna be easier.
Well, bronze is easy metal and gold's the hard metal, I guess. Like, going for the gold's harder than going for the bronze.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's also the path at the very end to choose to fight against Master Hand or Master Hand and Crazy Hand together.
What path did you choose?
In Smash 4, there's a lot of options.
I chose neither path that I played the game.
Well, that's the 3DS version only. The freaking Wii U version puts you on a freaking game board of some kind.
Well, no, the game board was a whole different mode entirely. Classic mode is a separate thing.
No, I'm talking about the shit board game in Smash 4 Wii U.
The game board is Smash Run. We're talking about Classic.
He's not talking about Smash 4. He's talking about the platform you are. When you're like the character and you're a trophy and you slide around, he kind of related that to a game board, but he's not talking about Smash 4. I know what he's talking about.
What?
I'm talking about how Classic mode is different than Wii U and 3DS versions.
Yeah, instead of a path, you land on a platform and you slide around as a trophy and you just bump into other groups.
but Schnick described it as a game board, and I'd say that Smash Run would have the perfect description for game board. Classic, I would not really call it a game board in my opinion.
Yeah, he just kind of described it in a weird way. I could see why you got confused.
Honestly, I felt like Classic mode on Wii U was kind of more boring than the 3DS version because, I mean, it's just meh on the Wii U, but the 3DS, it's a little bit more exciting because you have to quickly choose your path, otherwise you're forced down the path. And that was more interesting than just having unlimited time looking at what you can do and slowly moving your character to that thing. You know?
I mean, it makes sense since there are tons of different options you could take in Smash for Wii U compared to only like 2 or 3 options in Smash for 3DS. But I can kind of see where you're coming from. Well, it could also be...
Sorry.
But it could also be about the fact that if you bought both 3DS and Wii U, then you could also just, after playing Smash 3DS, you could kind of have like a classic mode. I'd say like not famine, but how do I describe it? Like, if you play classic mode a ton on the 3DS, then classic mode and other modes aren't going to be as desirable to you when you move from the 3DS to the Wii U version. Because you would have been...
Real fast, Sparrow's a question in chat.
Okay, what... Yeah, what is it?
Well, read the chat. Mario?
Okay, I guess I'll read it out loud. He says, I have never played Smash, or are you referring to Super Smash Brothers? That I have played. If you're talking about Smash on 64, no.
I've played every game in the series, but I only played Smash 64 on the Wii VC. Oh, by the way, PSA, the Wii Shop channel, you'll no longer be able to add Wii points in 3 days. About to be 2.
Bet.
But yeah, we're talking about Smash for 3DS and Wii U.
Or more commonly known as Smash 4. Or Super Smash Brothers 4.
I mean, my big problem... I mean, the one title I had... A nitpick I had on Smash 4 is how they don't even give it a real title. Like, in the months leading up to the game's release, it was called Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, and I'm thinking, oh, that's just a working title. Nope, it's the title of the final game. It's like they weren't even trying to make it special.
Well, think about it like this. Imagine if they released a game called, say, Super Smash Bros. Royale or something like that.
I
They'd
mean,
have
that's
to tell it.
not the Switch game. That's actually the rumored title of the Switch game.
That's actually my fantasy title of the Switch game, but anyways. Say if they titled it Super Smash Bros. Royale, they would have to do a Pokemon and be like red version and blue version, or Royale for Wii U or Royale for 3DS anyways.
But that's what that's what they already did though, except the only difference is that they didn't have that one other part. They just went straight to what version it is. They didn't really make anything
Well,
in
it's
between,
also a
really.
fact that they're two very different games, despite having a lot of similarities. Smash for Wii U is like almost completely different than the 3DS version.
Okay, so what do you mean by that? Do you mean the modes themselves, or do you mean how the gameplay works?
Mostly the modes and
Okay.
kind of the gameplay. Because Smash for 3DS basically only has like 5 Wii U stages. Like 3DS has all of its stages are completely different. I mean, it kind of goes away if you're mostly playing for multiplayer, and if you're playing online multiplayer. And Smash for 3DS, then you're just gonna have the Omega versions. The same for the Wii U. But
Well, that's if you're playing for glory, though.
yeah, unless you're playing for glory. For fun, it's a different story, or with friends, then it's different.
For
And
glory.
all-
For the glory of the Nintendo.
And the Wii U version just has so much more content that it's not even funny. The only thing that I'd say Smash for 3DS did better was its stages, because I really liked a lot of the 3DS stages, and its and Smash Run, because Smash Run I thought was pretty cool. And but the Wii U version has the event matches, which 3DS doesn't even have. It has in my opinion, I like the classic mode better, but that's just going to be opinions. It has a lot more stages, and it has 8-player Smash, and it has better visuals, obviously. And what else does it have? It has 2-player, single-player things. Like, it has a whole different set of event matches if you do 2 players. Like, there's 50 event matches for single player, and then if you do it with 2 people, then it's another extra 50. And it also has a lot more music. And what else does the Wii U version have? Let me try and remember. It has Smash Tour, which nobody likes. And what else? I think it also has more online modes, but I'm not sure about that. Like online options. It doesn't sound like a lot, but like when Smash for 3DS doesn't even have event mode, and it has a very limited All-Star mode and stuff like that, it really takes away from the experience. Like Smash for 3DS has, I'd say Smash for 3DS has less content than Brawl did.
Well, I mean, to be
They
fair,
have less content than freaking Smash Wii.
to be fair though, the 3DS
had a fucking content.
To be fair though, the 3DS version I don't really think should be seen as like a full game experience, because I mean, I think it should just be brutal fact that you're pretty much going to have more content on the home console than the handheld, even though that they had a lot more space than what they made it out to be on the cartridge for the 3DS version. So there's that. I mean, I think the whole idea with the 3DS was that it was supposed to be a forgo on the experience, not to be like heavily played at home. I mean, you could do it like that, but I wouldn't imagine that a lot of people would get the same experience as the Wii U version. But I don't know, that's just how I assume it should be looked at, just the way the game is set up. I mean, I wouldn't say that for every single game, just this specifically, because, I mean, it just has less content, so I don't really think it should be seen as a full game. That's just
I would sort of agree with you, but Smash for 3DS doesn't even have download play. It has local play, but you still have to have all cartridges. But download play would, I don't know, it would just emphasize that a lot more, that it's a handheld game, and that you know, it has all these stages and stuff, and it doesn't really have single player content for a reason. But if it doesn't have download play, then it doesn't really emphasize anything.
Well, I'd have to imagine that it would probably just temporarily download a demo version of the game that would be similar to the actual demo, kind of like Mario Kart DS and how they do it.
You could actually do download play on the Smash 4 3DS demo, but you can't do it in the full game.
You can do download play on the demo?
Yeah, you could download play on the demo. If two people have the demo, then you could download play each other, but you can't do that on the full game. I've done it with my brother.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm guessing it's because Smash 4 3DS is too big to be download played, because there are games that are like that.
Well, I don't think that's really true though, because like I said,
like the set has the characters, all the items, all the stages.
Okay, but the thing though that makes me disagree is the fact that Nintendo made it out to be how the 3DS was just barely even capable of having it or having Smash on there, when in reality the cartridge had a lot more space than everybody
to hold
thought.
content, not power, graphical power.
Yeah. So if anything, there was really no excuse. They just made it out that way, probably to be lazy for the lack of content. In fact, the other thing that doesn't make sense to me is, I've said this before and I will say it again. Why is it that the Wii U version loads the same amount of time as the 3DS version if you're putting it on a 3DS or 3DS XL or 2DS and its respectives?
No, I don't think it does. And even if it does load the same
amount...
It does. Okay, well, if it does load the same amount, then it's probably because the Wii U has to do updated textures, updated lighting and stuff. I think we've already talked about this.
Okay, but why is it that it has to do it with that, yet other games like Breath of the Wild does not have this problem? In fact, I'd reckon Breath of the Wild would take up even more space than the Smash
Breath of the Wild
for
loads faster
Wii
on
game.
Wii U than it does on Switch.
Huh?
Breath of the Wild loads faster on Wii U than it does on Switch because it has less powerful, because it has less, like, not as demanding textures and anti-aliasing.
Okay, but you gotta understand that I believe... Well, I'm pretty sure that the E3 demo was 20 gigabytes, if I'm correct, because I remember how E3, when they were showing off Breath of the Wild, people were making an attempt to actually get the E3 demo off of one of the consoles there, and they couldn't do it because of how big the E3 demo ended up being, and I think it was about 20 gigabytes. I highly doubt that that Smash for Wii U is even anywhere close to that amount.
Legend of Zelda is only 5 gigabytes.
No,
not the demo. Demo is 20.
No, the demo was not 5 gigabytes. If it was, we would have had the E3
I'm saying
demo.
the full game is 5 gigabytes. Full game, they compress the game like hell for the full game.
Okay, but even then though, I wouldn't imagine that Smash 4 wouldn't load as long as Breath of the Wild. Like, it doesn't make sense that Breath of the Wild does not have a similar problem to Smash 4, yet Breath of the Wild is supposed to be a huge game.
Well, wait. Why are we comparing Smash on 3DS and Smash on Wii U to Breath of the Wild on Wii U and Breath of the Wild on Switch?
Well, I was mainly okay. Okay, well, one, I was mainly comparing the Wii U version specifically. I just assumed that Switch would be about the same time because, if I'm correct, the Switch has an NVIDIA, I don't know what kind of chip, but it has something with NVIDIA in it. So, there's that. And two, it was because you said that the Wii U version loads the same amount of time as the 3DS, or... Sorry, no, it doesn't load the same amount of time as the 3DS version, and runs faster, if I'm correct.
I said that I think the Wii U version might load faster than the 3DS version, and that if it is true what you said that they load at the same time, then either one, it's because it's connecting to the servers online and there's nothing really that a console could do about that, and two, that if you are like comparing the load times on 3DS and Wii U to say classic mode and other modes like that, then it's probably because it has to render the higher detailed graphics as compared to the 3DS version, which aren't that, high tech.
Okay, here's my response to that though. One, if the game has to load longer because of higher resolutions, then Nintendo clearly did not build the game for the specific console. And two, if it's online, I'd say that's one thing, but I'm talking about booting the game and playing it offline. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait. Let me just stop you right there. Say if Nintendo optimized Smash for 3DS as best as they could, and they could only get it to load as fast as they could. And say if they did the exact same to Smash 4 on Wii U, and they could only get it to be like a similar load time. Like, that's as fast as it could load, period. It's like nothing they could do about it. Say if that's how fast it could load, period, then obviously they did, grind it out as fast as they can. And since the new 3DS...
You see my problem with that? The new 3DS version loads the game faster, yet the Wii U version does not load the game as fast as the new 3DS.
Wait, no, that's not what I was talking about. No, I'm sorry, I got interrupted. I had to talk to somebody, sorry. Well, my point is, if they optimized the 3DS version the best they could, and it could only get to load that certain amount of time, and if Smash for Wii U, of course, got optimized and could only load that amount of time, then if the new 3DS version is a better version of the 3DS, then it could obviously load Smash 4 faster. But Smash 4 Wii U is a completely different game than the 3DS version. Like I said, it has more content, has higher resolution, better lighting, better effects, stuff like that. And we can't compare the Wii U version to anything other than the 3DS version. So it's not a fair comparison, because the 3DS version has a better version of itself, the new 3DS.
Okay, so are you saying... Okay, so are you saying that we should compare it to the new 3DS version?
No.
Or not version, sorry, but the new 3DS itself? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not really what I'm trying to get my point across. You can't compare Smash for 3DS and Smash for Wii U to have the same load times because they're different games. And even if they were, say the similar game and Smash for 3DS loads faster on a new 3DS as compared to the old one, then we can't compare how Smash for Wii U loads to anything because there's no better version of the Wii U. There's no new Wii U or something like that to compare it to.
Okay, the only difference with load times for 3DS and new 3DS is just hardware specifically. So I reckon that regardless of the fact, we should be able to compare it, because why is it that the new 3DS is clearly capable of loading the game faster than a home console, which by the way, the home console should theoretically be better than the new 3DS because it has the ability to do HD graphics and lighting, etc. I don't think there's any excuse that the Wii U should have the same load time as an original 3DS running Smash 4. That doesn't make any sense. If anything, it should be on par with new 3DS.
No, this is what I'm trying to get at. Say if for 3DS, Smash 4 for the 3DS is as demanding as Smash 4 for Wii U to the Wii U is. Like, say if they pushed Smash for 3DS as graphically far as they could, and the Smash for 3DS could only load it as much as it could, like that's just its load times. Then, if they pushed Smash for Wii U as far as they could, which they did because they obviously are using HD graphics and they obviously are using better lighting. And second, Smash for Wii U has tons more content, like has a lot more stages and stuff like that. Like a Smash for 3DS does not have a moving stage other than Corneria, and Corneria isn't really that demanding. But for Smash 4 Wii U, it has stages like Skyloft and what else? Mario Sunshine, the Delfino Plaza stage, and the F-Zero stage.
Okay, but that's just moving stages, though, and also you
No,
gotta
that's
keep in
what I'm
mind.
trying to-
But you
What I'm
gotta.
trying to say is that it's more demanding for the Wii U to do these certain stages. The 3DS could not pull those stages off at all.
Okay,
It's
well,
Nick,
Secondly,
wait a minute.
It's
What do you
Nick,
mean
that's
it
why
can't
you-
pull it off? There's moving stages on the 3DS
Uh-huh.
version. What are you talking about?
there's the one Pokemon stage that's really low poly in the background, and you can't. And the stage never stops and goes on land. Like, think about it. Like, there is an F-Zero one, but it's all 2D. And there's what's it? I think it's a Alpha Sapphire stage, but I might be wrong on that. I don't know much about Pokemon. But that stage moves around, and it's really low poly in the background, and you never land on the actual stage. The stage isn't actually there. But in Smash for Wii U, it actually is there, because the thing lands and it goes on these different sections of the stage. And to actually move around like a model that big and that detailed to allow for the characters to go around it. Same thing for Woohoo Island and stuff for the Wii U stage. As HD textures and better lighting, then it's a lot more demanding.
Okay,
two-
well, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
show me those stages after this because I can't really imagine what you're trying to say. But what I'm gonna say about you and the moving stages with Wii U is that you got to keep in mind that they don't just have the entire map loaded because behind the camera it's spawning in things not spawning, but it's loading in things, and when things go off camera they're eventually going to be unloaded so then the other stuff can load, and it just kind of goes on like that, and that's how a lot of games are, honestly.
If
Like,
it could
tons
do
of
that,
games are like
why
that.
doesn't 3DS do it as well?
And even if even if they didn't do it specifically like that and they did load the entire map, they would probably go a Mario 64 route where the farther away something is, the less polygons it has, and the closer you get to it, the more polygons it loads. So I'd imagine that if it's not the first thing I said, then they probably do the other thing, which I still doubt, but
But
yeah.
even still, it's impossible for the 3DS to do because there's no such stages like that on the 3DS, other than the Pokemon League, which you don't actually land in the area.
I don't see
Is it
how,
the yes,
but I
can't pull it off.
don't really see how that's impossible though. Because what
It's
about
not
Kid
impossible,
Icarus Uprising? They had a lot of stuff in there. They had like shitloads of levels. In fact, one level fucking made me go on and on and on for 20 minutes, not because it was hard, but because it was extremely long.
Yeah, I know Kid Icarus Uprising is really good, but it uses a lot of 2D textures. Like a lot of the landscape, like a lot of the backgrounds are just 2D textures. They aren't actually land. It's actually really interesting how they pulled it off. It's similar to how Star Fox does its corner cutting. And I know that you can walk around on the ground in Kid Icarus and stuff, but Kid Icarus is kind of a different game in Smash Brothers, and it was built around for that kind of stuff.
Okay, but the 3DS version of Smash 4 should be built around for the console. The console's hardware.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
if you're saying that you can't compare it because they can't possibly have the same amount of detail from the Wii U version on the 3DS in terms of graphics, yeah, you can't because the 3DS was never meant to be an HD console. But what I was trying to say is that the game should be optimized for the hardware, and considering the fact that the Wii U should be, for a fact, much more powerful than the 3DS itself, what doesn't make sense is why the Wii U version loads for about the same amount of time as the original 3DS version, when the Wii U is obviously a more powerful console in comparison. That's what I'm trying to get at.
But didn't you say that the Wii U has to do these more powerful stuff? It has to load these HD stuff.
No,
So
you,
it's
what, no, you
optimized
said that.
for it.
No, you said that it had to load that stuff. What are you talking about?
Wait, didn't you just say that you can't compare it because it has all these HD graphics, and then right after that you just said
No,
Your sense.
no. The way you're describing it sounds like that. You're okay. How
I
you're
might have
saying it?
misunderstood.
Okay. I said that how you were saying it is basically I was trying to say, which isn't what I'm trying to say, is that the 3DS can't possibly load the same amount of detail in terms of graphics as the Wii U version, and I was saying that you're right in that fact that it can't have the 3DS version cannot have HD graphics because the 3DS was never meant to be an HD console in the first place. What I'm trying to get at though is that the Wii U version should be able to load faster than Smash 4 on an original 3DS because of the fact that the hardware is more powerful and the game should be optimized for the hardware, meaning that the 3DS version should be optimized for the 3DS and the Wii U version should be optimized for the Wii U. And yeah, they have some cross stuff like cross-play, but I mean that only goes as far as controls, and that's about it. They don't really have cross-connection play other than controls. So it doesn't make sense why a Wii U is more powerful than an original 3DS, yet it loads about the same amount of time as an original 3DS offline.
But they are the same game, which I'm trying to get it. It's not loading the same game.
Okay, but that doesn't matter though.
The Wii U is built for HD graphics and stuff like that, which it does. It loads at 60 FPS and all that.
Okay.
The Smash 4 3DS is loading Smash 4, which has the Smash 4 3DS, which has less content, has less demanding graphics at 240p, and it just has to load stuff for its capabilities, and the Wii U has to load stuff at its capabilities. What I'm trying to get across, if they were both optimized for their consoles, then they should load about the same because they're both pushed at the limit for their respective.
No, that doesn't make any sense. If they were optimized for the consoles, then okay. Actually, all right. With that, okay, with your logic, that would mean the 3DS version would load faster than the Wii U version because the 3DS doesn't have to load HD graphics. It doesn't have to load as much console. But then
it's loading what it has to. It's loading at its limit. Okay, so Smash for 3DS is the 3DS's limit, and the load times are a result of that limit. The Wii U version has to load Smash for Wii U at its limit because Smash for Wii U has more content, more music, more stages, more stuff like that. So it's pushing it at its limit, which is why it's a result of those load times. So if they're both scaled to their limits, then they should have similar load times because they're both at a similar limit of the console.
Okay, so are you saying that both games are having the console pushed to its maximum capability?
I'm not saying maximum capability, because if it was maximum capabilities, then it would obviously run, like, both of the consoles would run the games similarly. Like, say, if it was pushed to its max capability, like, this is what I'm trying to say. If Smash for 3DS was pushed to its max capability, and then its load times are a result of that, that's because it could only handle Smash for 3DS, which runs at 240p. It has its stages and stuff that it could do, and that's a result of just the 3DS's hardware limits. And Smash for Wii U has to load HD graphics, and it has to load more content, and it's pushed to its max limit. Like, just say if it is pushing to its max limit, then since consoles are both pushing to their max limit, theoretically, then they would both have similar load times, since they both have to load their max limits for each respective console. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so what do you mean by max limit then? Because the only way I understand that from what you're saying is max limit equals pushing the console to its limits with the game. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying theoretically, because they both could be optimized better, but I'm trying to make this clear. Like, say if they were pushed to their max limits, then since they're both being pushed at their max limits for what the systems are capable for, then they should both have similar load time since they're both being pushed to its respective max limits. Theoretically.
Okay.
Like, they're out on par for each system they're going for.
Alright, let me put it this way. So, if we have a PC game that has two different versions, a PC version and a Mac version, and let's just say that the Mac version, or not the Mac version, okay, let's just say the Mac computer is not as powerful as the PC computer, and this is all theoretical. And let's also assume that the game on both versions are set to the lowest settings possible to load faster than, you know, with higher graphics and all that. So, with that retrospect, basically you're saying that both versions would load about the same time, despite the Mac version, or sorry, the Mac not being as powerful as the PC, when in reality the PC should be able to load faster than the Mac because of the fact that the PC is more powerful. So in this, so in our case, well, hold on, hear me out. In our case, the 3DS is for a fact not as powerful as the Wii U version. And yes, there is more content in the Wii U version than the 3DS version. Yes, there is HD graphics in the Wii U version. But I don't think that just because there's a bit more content doesn't mean that it should load the same amount of time as the 3DS version.
But, okay, when you're comparing the Mac and PC, you're doing theoretically the same game, just for their respective versions. You said that they're both being pushed to its lowest for its best graphics. The PC would run it best no matter what because you're comparing one game that's split into two versions. You're not comparing two different versions of that game. Because Smash for Wii U and Smash for 3DS are different games in my opinion because of its different content and stuff like that. And I think that one version's pushing a system to a certain like set strain, like it's pushing it to a certain strain, and the Wii U version is also pushing the Wii U to a different strain. I see what you're trying to say, but when you're trying to compare at its lowest, it just doesn't make sense. Because
okay, maybe I'm asking the wrong question then. Alright, let me rephrase my question. Instead of having the Wii U version theoretically being able to load faster than the 3DS version, why is it that the 3DS version is about the same as the Wii U version? Because, well, let's face it, the 3DS... Okay, doesn't the 3DS version run at 60 FPS, or at least look like it is, like the Wii U?
Both versions run at a constant 60 FPS.
Okay, so if the 3DS version isn't having HD graphics and it doesn't have as much content to load, then how come the 3DS version is on par the same load time as the Wii U version when there's less stuff to load? I mean, if it's 60 FPS on the 3DS, then they're doing something that's causing the 60 FPS to even appear, and that's either because they built the game in such a way that allows the 3DS to just run it at 60 FPS in the first place, or they're just making it look like it's in 60 FPS when in reality it's running at 30. Which, in that case, they would either have to do the same on the Wii U version, or the Wii U is running at 60 FPS naturally. So, why would the 3DS version load the same amount of time as the Wii U version in that sense?
Because it has less stuff to load. Like,
what?
Okay, think about this. The 3DS version is running at 240p at 60 FPS. The Smash for Wii U is running at 1080p at 60 FPS.
Okay.
The Wii U version has to work harder to maintain 60 FPS. Because, well, it doesn't have to work harder. I would say it's just at the same stress level. I wish I could, like, draw a diagram for you to see what I'm trying to get across, because I understand what you're trying to say, but I just can't really get across what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm trying to say that they're both pushing their systems to a set amount of limit, and since they're both respective and scaled up for each console, then they're both going to have similar load times because they're both at that same stress level, despite the Wii U being more powerful, because Smash for Wii U is more demanding than Smash for 3DS, obviously, because 3DS has less content and runs only at 240p. It's just something that...
So in other words, you're just saying that it's a coincidence that it runs or loads the same amount of time, right?
Kind of, not really. But do you see what I'm trying to say? That they both push their...
It's still kind of hard to say, though, because, I mean, in order for you... Okay, if you had two different versions of a different game, and one of those versions was on the Wii U, and you're trying to have, like, a version built from the ground up on the 3DS version, or... Oh, fuck, I lost my track. Damn it. I was gonna say something to go along with that, and then I kind of just lost it at that point. Hold on.
That sucks.
Okay, never mind. I just fucking completely lost it. Damn it. Why did that have to fucking happen? Jesus. Okay, all I'm gonna say about this is that either it's a coincidence that it loads the same amount of time, or they, for some reason, purposely loaded it at the same time, because I don't really get how it would do that. But then the contradiction with that statement would have to be the new 3DS loads faster than both the original and the Wii U versions. So, there you go on that. Make of that what you will, I suppose. Oh, wait! Actually, there is one other thing I could say. They both have similar code, which is also a contending reason as to why they have similar load times. And the only reason why the new 3DS loads faster is because it's powerful than the 3DS. And the 3DS version has to be slightly optimized, at the least, for the 3DS version. So because of that, there you go.
And he's gone.
I don't know if he rage quit or if his internet died. Let's try calling him back.
Gotta hopefully you wrap this up soon. It's all the time talking my the main topic.
Yeah, sorry, this kind of went further out than I thought it would. He probably feels the same.
You have an opinion, Snick? You've been quiet too. I've been quiet. I have no idea about any of that stuff. But
I've been quiet because Mario's
sorry,
crap that I don't really care about.
What?
I'm sorry, that probably looked really bad on my part because you were talking and I just laughed. I'm sorry, that's not what my wife just laughed out.
Yeah, I figured.
Sorry. You're like, I don't agree with you. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I was almost done too. Anyways, I'm gonna re-say it because I guess your internet died as I was saying it. So I'm gonna, okay, I don't know what you heard, but basically, either, oh shit, I forgot the first thing I said. Fucking. Okay, you heard like the first couple things I said, right? Can you explain that to me one more time, just briefly?
You said something about the new 3DS, and I was about to say something to take away from that, but my internet died as soon as I started speaking.
Okay,
so.
well, you probably heard the first couple things I said, but the one other thing I said as you were getting kicked off was that the 3DS the 3DS version and the Wii U version must have similar code because of the fact that both versions play the same, except the 3DS version has to be slightly optimized to its respective console at the slightest, at least. So they did it that way, and that's exactly the reason why the new 3DS runs faster. Probably because they optimized it for the original 3DS, and because the new 3DS is obviously more powerful than the original 3DS, that's why it runs loads faster. And the Wii U version, again, similar code.
Well, I don't think it's using similar code. I think it's using a similar engine, but not similar code. Like, they could use the same engine that they made for a 3DS for a better thing. That's the reason why. Like, if they make the same engine with same attributes, then you could just upscale it, and it would become more demanding, which is why the Wii U and 3DS went better.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, it would have a similar engine, but it also has to have similar code, wouldn't you think? Because why would the 3DS and Wii U version play the exact same?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it has to use the same engine to run the same code, but why would the code matter? Like, you can't really optimize.
Well, the reason why I say optimize is because, well, okay, keep in mind, I'm not like an expert on game development, but what I do know is basically that if your code isn't properly written and not as optimized as it should be, then load times are going to be slower than if the code was optimized in the first place. And I say optimized for the specific console because, well, we're talking about two different consoles here. That's why why I'm saying that.
Here's the thing, though. So the new 3DS is a better version of the 3DS, right?
Wait.
It is?
You said the 3DS version is better than the 3DS version.
Oh, sorry, my voice
he said I heard the 3DS.
Yeah, so did I.
So.
Okay, so the new 3DS is better than the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
There's a new 3DS?
Yes, and it's running Smash for 3DS.
Yeah.
Okay, the Wii U version has to run Smash for Wii U.
Okay.
The Wii U has no counterpart. The Wii U does not have a new Wii U or a Wii U Plus to run Smash for Wii U. If there was, say, a theoretical new Wii U, then it would load Smash for Wii U faster.
Yeah.
The reason being is because it's a better console loading the same thing. If new 3DS is running Smash for 3DS faster, it's because it's just a better console overall. Like, the 3DS couldn't obviously run Smash for Wii U. It's HD graphics on that. It can't do that. But what it can do is run Smash for 3DS better because it's a better version of the 3DS. The Wii U has no counterpart to that. So it can't really compare the because different games, like saying before.
Well, okay. Well, you kind of restated what I was saying, but okay, like I said, my reasoning is because similar code, same or similar engine, but optimized slightly differently for their respective consoles, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to optimize the 3DS version for a Wii U.
But the 3DS version doesn't have to run all the extra stuff like the HD textures and lighting and all that.
Okay, but it's the same. But it's still the same.
Stuff, they have to upscale it.
So are you saying? Okay, so are you saying that it's optimized for the new 3DS on the 3DS version?
I'm saying that the new 3DS runs it better, not that it's better optimized for it. Because if it's a better system, then it's going to run the game better no matter what.
Well, like I mean, I'm just saying that if the 3DS version is built for the new 3DS, and also keep in mind, I'm not sure whether or not the new 3DS was released by this point, but
after Smash for 3DS came out.
Okay, well, even then, it's still within the same year, if I'm correct, and
I think it was a year or two, maybe a year and a half, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong on dates before.
Well, I'm just saying that it could be also possible that the 3DS version was just built for the new 3DS, which is why the 3DS version would run slower, but I don't think that would make much sense either.
They started developing Smash for 3DS before the new version even came out, so...
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they had it behind curtains, though.
They developed both games simultaneously, but Smash for 3DS came out way before the Wii U version. like a few months before the Wii U version ever came out because it has less content and all that. So it's fast.
Okay, well, I think I'll stick with my similar codes, same or similar engine story. Because I think that just makes the most sense.
Okay, wrap this up soon because I'm talking about my 25 minutes left. I'm gonna get to the main topic.
Finally.
I'm sorry, me and Mario have a similar mindset of always wanting to try and getting our point across, so we just go back and forth for like an hour.
Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth.
Yeah,
Maybe
pretty much.
Maybe we can continue this on the Tuesday's podcast.
No, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, I'd like to get the topic. Let's say you change the title. But anyways, so you guys, have you guys come to a conclusion?
Yeah,
I
pretty
believe
much.
what I believe, and Mario believes what he believes. So
Religion. Nintendo
we're
religion.
pretty much out there. So
Yeah.
I understand his viewpoint better, but that's about it.
Back to the other topic. Speaking of death and dying, yesterday, or actually 2 days ago at this point now, so it's Saturday in my time, Saturday in Nick's time at this point, the last male white rhino died. So pretty much that species is extinct now.
The rhino is extinct?
The white rhino.
White
horned rhino.
Oh.
Yeah, a subspecies of rhino.
It died. The last male died. So only 2 females left now. So that pretty much it's a dead species now. It's extinct in our lifetime. Extinct.
That's crazy.
They'll lay eggs by themselves.
Crossbreed! Hope that they'll continue breeding white rhinos. Albino rhinos.
Wait, they could crossbreed and create a different species. Maybe it doesn't work like that.
Well, I guess it could if they weren't that far apart in speciation.
Oh, never mind then.
Ship them.
like some species, like horses and horses, can breed with donkeys, but their offsprings are infertile.
Yeah, I understand.
Or they can breed with zebras too, but they're infertile too. Like tigers and lions can breed. Apparently, if you breed a female tiger with a male lion, it's called one thing. If you reverse that around, it's called something else entirely.
Yeah, I know about ligers, but ligers are really, really, not a good thing to be because it has lots of problems.
Yeah, mainly that they're infertile. They can't. Yeah, so yeah. Maybe if it's like little dogs, they're the same species, they can breed together. But if they're too far apart, they can't really crossbreed that well.
Vandalia showing that by crossing his arms.
But yeah.
No deal.
Did you see what Sparrow put in chat?
Liger. So it's possible that species could be saved. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. But yeah.
I'm sure it's been researched. I mean, I'm no whale biologist, but
Well, I'm sure they definitely can't breed with whales. It's a little too far. It's a little too far apart in the speciation department. Besides, whales are closer to the hippos, anyways, than rhinos.
Yeah.
In biology. Speaking of that,
they're in the whale kingdom. They're in the fish kingdom. They're separate from trees, from the tree kingdom, and the monkey kingdom. Remember that guy that you were trying to show Mario?
Oh yeah, the Kit Hovind, elephants can't breed with pine trees. Yes, we know that.
Oh no, that! Damn it!
It's a meme. It's a meme now. But anyways, the thing about other things that we have lost, we no longer have, like the dodos, they're dead, and pigeons, they're dead. No, not pigeons. Passenger pigeons are dead.
We no longer have Stephen Hawking, so...
Stephen Hawking is extinct.
Yeah. All the Stephen Hawkings have died.
Yeah,
Shreks have died.
but anyways,
Yay.
until a few years ago, I did not know about other extinctions. Like I thought dinosaurs were a big dinosaurs were the only things I knew about, but apparently there was a lot more than that.
Yeah, lots of species are dying every day, so...
Well, be aware that not all of it is because mankind is an asshole. Sometimes it's just natural.
Because
Yeah,
apparently, dinosaurs didn't die off. Apparently, they're still alive in birds.
I mean, alligators are... I think alligators or crocodiles are also considered... One of those two are still considered dying.
No,
Check your phone.
They're not considered dinosaurs. They're both considered in the species in the cladogram. They're both archosaurs, but they're not. But apparently, birds are dinosaurs. I did not know that.
Schnick, your phone. Turn it. Schnick, turn your phone. It's vertical. Thank you.
Schnick, quit being a fucking Teletubby idiot and find him.
Oh, Tasmanian tiger. I think that was a thing in Australia. That was a marsupial tiger.
I'm pretty sure all Tasmanian tigers are dead. Like they died off in 1930s, I think, 1920s.
Yeah, they died. They all died in the 30s, but there's been a lot of rumored spottings.
Well,
okay, I found this out. Do you know when and what the first mass extinction was called?
Wasn't
it was called the ogre fart.
Unfortunately, I did not.
What? Vandalia's face is so disappointed. He was just like, "Oh, come on, goddamn Snake."
Close, Nick. Very close. Actually, it's nicknamed the Oxygen Holocaust.
What? The Oxygen Holocaust?
The ogre had such a big nuclear fart that he deprived the world of
that oxygen. Everyone died.
No, actually, it's the reverse. Actually, it's the reverse of that, Snick. Apparently, back in the 2000 or 2 billion BC or 3 billion BC, something like that. I forget when it was. When the plant bacteria first came into being, they pumped so much oxygen into the environment, and apparently a lot of the people back then, or not only animals or people, a lot of the cells back then couldn't handle oxygen. Oxygen was poison to them, so a lot of them died off because oxygen killed them all. Because no one could handle oxygen back then.
No! Oxygen!
Vandalia,
I hit the top of my head. Damn!
You're confused?
Oh my god, imagine freaking Mr. Krabs going, "It's free!"
So you're confused? You said you're confused?
Okay, so when you said it was the reverse of Shrek's farting, I was like, wait, what? The reverse of that? So all the animals farted on Shrek and he died?
Yeah. He said that it killed the oxygen. No, oxygen killed them. Like oxygen, apparently back then oxygen was a deadly gas back then for everything. Yeah. People could, except for one little thing, decide, you know what, I'm going to use oxygen. And that became the
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, those are the things that could use oxygen, and they survived.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Horror movie bullshit from Parasite Eve.
To later be abducted by ourselves. Like we're gonna kidnap you and use them ourselves.
Oh boy.
But anyway, yeah. Actually, yeah. Well, that's second. Well, technically, how the story says, if you count the oxygen holocaust, that was the second one, where apparently, before there were fishes, or at least before there were fishes with jaws that can eat things, there was this. Apparently, there was this. Let's see, solar, like a somewhere a star exploded somewhere else, way out in the distance, and it finally reached the Earth and killed like lots of things by
Dinosaurs?
What?
Dinosaurs?
No, this is way before dinosaurs. This is like dinosaurs didn't exist yet. Nothing on land existed yet. This is all sea life. Nothing on land existed. And like they killed the atmosphere up, and there were these giant. Back then there was giant scorpions and octopuses that ate our ancestors, the fishies.
Killed off millions of possible species.
I thought you were gonna say killing off millions of pasta.
But luckily we survived. Technically we didn't survive, but our grandparents did.
Whoa.
Great grandparents.
No, not far back enough.
Second removed. Great.
Then the third one was in the Devonian, when we were starting to go on land. At least our amphibian ancestors, or technically the tetrapods, were on land. The third one, where apparently, I'm not sure what caused that one, but apparently a lot of apparently it was we had a lot of oxygen again, and trees were everywhere, and soil went in the ocean, and like poisoned the ocean. Soil apparently
soiled the ocean.
Yeah, and it's like things ate plants grew like wild, and things ate them and spit out methane, and that people don't like methane now. So that's the third one.
So there really was a fart extinction.
The fourth one was in Siberia, back when the continents were all together, and apparently all of Siberia exploded to a mile wide miles of lava for 100,000 years, spitting out lava constantly. And apparently
that sounds like the Yellowstone Park thing, the ultra volcano thing, or a super volcano.
Yeah, but that was like a million, like a mile wide lava spread.
Well,
and again, we survived it. Our grandparents did. I think we were Cynodonts back then. We weren't mammals yet. Mammals weren't invented yet. Then next was the Triassic extinction, where that's apparently where the continents drifted apart. The continents started. You know what? So the continents were like, we're trying to stay together. Split.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm done. Splits apart. Everyone sings their own song.
Yeah, and
then believed in capitalism. The other believed in communism.
Damn it!
And finally, the fifth one was the dinosaur one. Oh, not the fifth, sixth one. Number 6 was dinosaurs dying. At least the non-bird.
Number 7 will be the ogre mud bath.
At least the non-bird dinosaurs died.
Trust me, Vandalia is an expert. He's seen Dino Dan.
Speaking of dinosaurs, that guy apparently is called Dr. That guy apparently called Dr. Dino.
Well,
that's his nickname apparently.
No, you talk to frickin' Mrs. Doubtfire about dinosaurs.
Because apparently he got a PhD on the back of it. He got a PhD on his PhD off of Denny's placemat in this game.
Oh my god.
No, frickin' Mrs. Doubtfire's our dinosaur expert.
Wait, you know what? I'm surprised. Has Pokesaurus been spotted in the chat or no?
Yeah.
All this talk of is he here now?
He's been in chat this whole time.
Oh, well, I don't have YouTube open, so I was like, all the talk of dinosaurs is reminding me of a certain someone, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the 6 main. Those are the 6 main ones that I know about. Apparently, there's a lot of little ones too. But yeah, the Oxygen Holocaust, I forget the second one's called the Ovician something, Silurian thing, then the Devonian, then the Permian, then the Triassic, and then the dinosaur one. 6. And now we're apparently originally we're on the 7th one. This one is our fault. Apparently this newest one, the 7th one, is our fault. We're killing things now. Yeah, go us.
Yeah.
Go us.
Yeah, Industrial Revolution, yeah.
I actually have a question about an Extinction.
Okay.
There was this turtle, I forget what the species was, but it was this really big-ass turtle that was like over 100 years old. He got the nickname Lonesome George, I believe.
Wait, was it the Galapagos turtles?
Maybe.
Okay. I'm not sure if they're extinct or not, but...
I know that the species that Lonesome George was a part of, it died with him.
Okay.
But...
I think the Galapagos are different turtles, and they are like different species. Each island has its own species, isn't it? Of the Galapagos.
Maybe. But all I know is that when he was put into captivity, when he was found, they actually tried to mate him with turtles that are like part of the same species. Like, not the same species, like kind of a similar subspecies.
Didn't they try to clone a mammoth, too?
Yeah, I think they tried that. I'm not sure how that went.
I know they cloned a sheep.
I know that there was one extinct animal they cloned, and it was actually alive for a couple of minutes, but it died due to the defective lungs.
Wow, that's really unfortunate.
I know they try to give a chicken teeth from its dinosaur ancestor. They tried to activate a chicken with teeth.
I do have a chicken story to tell that doesn't involve extinction, but I wanted to just say about Lonesome George is that when they had him mate with a female turtle of like a different subspecies, they made like 2 or 3 attempts. At least twice, eggs were laid.
Wow. Did they never hatch, though?
They never hatched, and this is why I wanted to bring up.
They
Both
cooked them.
times, the people watching Lonesome George threw all of the eggs into an incubator. They did not leave any of the eggs to just naturally hatch on their own. They just immediately threw them all into an incubator, thinking, "Oh, this is going to help."
Yeah,
Maybe they just let it go naturally first, then try it later if that didn't work.
Yeah,
they did not try the natural way. They just immediately threw them all into an incubator, and none of them hatched.
Oh, yeah, but you can't use modern methods to try and hatch an ancient egg. I mean, I don't think that's how it works, but I'm not a biologist, so...
I mean, I don't know if incubators are only meant to help and not hurt, but the way I see it, they should have at least tried to just leave a couple of the eggs alone.
Yep, let George take care of it.
Yeah, can you even... I know for mammals and stuff you can do alpha simulation, but is that even possible for reptiles and diapsids or anapsids, whatever they are? I'm not sure if they're diapsids or anapsids, but they're reptiles, definitely. But is that even possible for people egg-laying animals for artificial insemination? I know this for mammals, I think, because they have embryos and stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But who wants to hear the chicken story?
Maybe let's... Is it quick?
Tell my chicken story.
It's not a Daily Onion. It's an actual thing that happened.
Are you talking about Brennan's story?
No, it's not about the chicken man.
Okay. I'm going to talk about my chicken story. It's not really my story, but it's a story that I've heard. I might have said it before.
Oh, come on. Can I say mine first quick?
Mine's literally like 10 words long, so...
Is this a whole different topic, or... Like, should I put this down as a different topic?
No. Talking about chickens. They're dinosaurs because they're birds. And Delia told me.
Yeah. Chickens, birds, or dinosaurs.
Okay, so
The chickens can't fly.
apparently there was this kid who ordered a Happy Meal and got a 10-piece chicken McNugget, and inside was a sliced off fried chicken head. The mom was horrified and sued McDonald's.
Was it on the news station?
Possibly.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was freaking. How's that even possible? Because at least I don't think McDonald's. They didn't have to do that on purpose. Put it on in there because at least where I work, you cook the nuggets and the thing, then you put them in the basket and hold them until you get the chicken box and then you put the nuggets in there individually. So how did it even they must have done that on purpose then to do that?
Maybe they had different policies back then, so like maybe they just like poured them in or something. I don't know. They just scooped them up.
Well, I mean, it could also be a manufacturing mistake because I'm sure that there's like. No, I'm not sure. I know for a fact there's a place somewhere where McDonald's just processes this stuff, so it could be mistakenly placed in some box, and they probably just dumped all the chicken stuff in there in the fryer and didn't even notice because it was probably in between stuff. I don't know. Maybe someone wasn't paying attention and got fired that day.
Well, that would be because that would be really stupid. Because that is possible. People can be that stupid, but I think people will notice a damn freaking head in the bag. It's
funny. It's funny how you bring up a disembodied chicken head because because my chicken story that I got to look up was about a headless chicken.
Oh yeah. That's a new topic, decapitation. Put that up for the topic, decapitation.
So, back in like the 1930s, 1940s, there was a farmer. I don't remember where the farmer was located. But he decided, you know what? I'm feeling me some chicken for dinner.
Okay.
He goes out to his chicken coop. He grabs a chicken, and he gets ready to decapitate him to get him ready for cooking. He chops its head off. And you know how sometimes people stereotype or reference how there's been rumored cases where chickens will run around without their heads for a few minutes before they bleed out?
Yeah.
This kind of happened. Except it was more extreme.
Oh no.
He cuts the head off of the chicken, and it kept walking around.
It's creepy.
And,
Like, did it just kept moving its neck?
It gets better. The farmer's waiting for the chicken to die. The chicken won't die.
I've heard this story before.
Yeah. The chicken survived getting decapitated.
Wait, how long did it live? Like only a few minutes, or like?
No.
A few years.
Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
There's a scientific reason why. There's a scientific reason why it lasted a few years.
The whole reason why is because the decapitation was not done right. Like, he didn't completely cut off the head. He cut off most of it. And apparently he cut it off in such a way to where he completely missed the jugular vein. And to top that off, the chicken was suffering from a blood clot, which prevented it from bleeding out.
So, in other words, blood clot can't bleed out, and also still had the brainstem, which...
That too.
So then it wasn't decapitated then. It wasn't fully decapitated then.
It was mostly decapitated. It couldn't see. It didn't have a mouth.
Or hear.
Yep.
So how did it survive for years without food?
Well, I mean, it was fed. It was just fed in a weird way.
Can I finish the story?
Did they just put a cone, like one of those?
Okay, let him hear him out. Hear him out.
Finish the story, please.
Yes, hear him out.
So, after once Farmer Joe or whatever his name was like, okay, this chicken's clearly not gonna die. And And he decided, you know what? I think I'm going to keep this chicken as a pet.
Talk about
And
maniac.
he devised a way to feed it. He did basically like shove. Well, not shove. Like he basically gave it like a makeshift feeding tube and fed it grain. And eventually, he started taking the chicken to county fairs, where he was actually making quite the pretty penny on it.
Could it breed with other? Could it have babies with other chickens?
I don't even think he tried, and I don't think it would have been possible. And
What?
from
I
what
guess
I
it-
understand,
I don't see why not. Its bottom part was still functional.
Trying to give birth to a headless, like, one, you'd have to mate a headless chicken with a chicken with a head. And just saying, if I was a female chicken and I saw somebody without a head, I would just turn and strut the other way.
I will, and yeah, so he named the chicken Mike. In fact, the chicken was now known by.
So it was a rooster then.
Delsky.
So it was a male chicken rooster.
Yeah, I think it was male, but it was Mike. So history knows him as Mike the Headless Chicken.
Wow.
And the farmer kept bringing him to county fairs for like maybe a couple of years until eventually he choked to death. The chicken ended up choking to death. In the middle of the night one night.
Oh, he also has a nickname called Miracle Mike. I'm looking him up now.
I mean, it was.
Sure,
like-
he didn't.
Oh, shit.
I mean, the stars had aligned to allow him to survive the decapitation.
Wait, he kept his head.
Part of it.
Yeah, the farmer kept his head.
Wait, the decapitated part?
Yes,
Yep.
look up, just search up Mike the Headless Chicken and go into images on Google, and you could see like the farmer holding his head. Chicken's just standing.
I don't
there.
think I want to see that. I'm sorry.
Neither do I. To me, I think this goes back to our maniac topic. Be like, I didn't kill him. Oh well, I'll let him suffer.
Oh hey, he got a statue made for him. It's just a chicken statue without a head.
Like,
It's in Colorado.
Really? Colorado?
your old whole
Yeah.
town.
Where
It
in
says
Colorado?
Colorado. So,
Wait, where?
it says Fruta, Colorado is where the statue's at. I'm not sure if that's where the chicken got his head cut off. I'm pretty sure it was, because there's a statue made for him.
Fruta, Colorado?
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
not sure.
never heard of that place. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if
Don't
it's a
know it.
section in Denver or something, but
Really?
In
I've
some
never heard of that.
No. But the place where Mike the Headless Chicken died was in Phoenix.
It was?
Yep.
Wait. Can somebody
Why is
fact
there
check this?
Fruta's favorite. Yeah, it says Fruta. That's the name. Like, it's just fruit with an A at the end. That's how you spell
So
it.
apparently it's from both your places, Mario. Where you live now and where you used to live.
Both places.
Yeah, there's a place called Fruta, Colorado, and there's like, apparently it's known for Mike the Headless Chicken.
So, okay, wait a minute. Is the statue in Colorado and it's where the decapitation was? Like in that general area? Or is it the statue was built in that one state, but the decapitation was in another state?
I'm trying to search this up.
I don't really see how it would make sense to build a statue in another state.
There's a festival dedicated to him, apparently,
Oh.
an annual festival
Oh.
on June 1st. It says celebrate the 20th annual Mike the Headless Chicken Festival, June 1st and 2nd.
We're still fucking celebrating him? Like it's a
Well,
goddamn...
how long ago was that? How long ago was this chicken thing?
20 years.
Wow, okay. Celebrates a headless chicken surviving for a few more years like it's a fucking
No, it was more
huge
like
thing.
18 months.
But then, okay, 18 months. But then when we celebrate a human having a miracle from surviving something such as cancer, it's like only a few people celebrate it, but nobody else cares.
I mean, it's not hard to survive cancer. I mean, it depends
Really?
on what kind, but...
People make it out to be, like, really hard. Like, seriously, people make it
I'm
out
not sure if
to
it's as hard as your head being cut off, though.
Okay,
Exactly! Freaking surviving decapitation! It sounds way more interesting than cancer.
Partial
Okay.
Partial.
Okay.
Partial decapitation.
You have a point.
No,
Alright, you have a point there.
Left of the chicken was his most of his brain stem and an ear.
That's
Wait, an ear? Really? It still had the ear?
Well, part of his brain has to be there too, because otherwise he'd be dead. I don't see how he could survive without his soul.
No, you know the main reason why he was able to remain healthy post-decapitation? It's because, as it turns out, most of a chicken's motor functions and health, like
It's on the stem.
circulatory systems and whatnot, are all controlled by just the brain stem.
Wow. Learning about biology today, folks.
Oh my god, there are like suits made for Mike the Headless Chicken.
Oh, and
The entire town of Fruta, Colorado seems like a really weird artsy town.
Schneck.
I mean, that's where the chicken was born, I think.
Schneck.
Wow.
Okay. So, when you said that it's more interesting about a decapitation survival than a cancer survival, you have a point there, but to be fair, people make out cancer to be a thing where it's like, oh, once you have cancer, you have a slim chance of surviving. Doesn't matter what kind of cancer you have.
That's people over-exaggerating. Now, that's
Pretty sure you have a slim chance of surviving decapitation too, but that's just my guess.
But the whole thing with cancer is, it depends on the type. There are types of cancer, like
breast cancer. Breast cancer, people survive that a lot.
And leukemia that are very hard to treat. But then you have stuff like skin cancer. Oh, have a little bit of skin cancer in your arm? Cut off the part of the skin with the cancer, you're fine.
I thought you were
Pokesaurus is behind you.
I'm sorry, Nick. I thought you were going to say just cut off the entire arm. I was just.
Oh!
No. It's just as simple as like cutting a piece of the skin off.
Yeah, I know. I was just joking, but that
Mario,
sounds funny out of
Mario's in the
context.
chat.
What about Mario in chat?
See it?
Yeah, I see the word Mario in the chat.
Yeah, Pokesaurus says he's behind you.
I'm confused. I'm scared.
Get out of the house.
I realize this podcast has 9 likes. I'm pretty sure 9 or 8 likes.
Awesome. Apparently, death gets this popular.
Wow.
But
Maybe, Sinead, maybe it's that just people talk about the ones that are hard to survive more than the other stuff. I don't know.
I've died 7 times in my lifetime. I'm interesting.
But yeah, chickens.
So we should probably be wrapping this up now.
We'll get a little bit longer, I guess, but we talked about the game. Let's see. I'm trying to think real fast.
But we've been going on for 2 hours and 8 minutes. Unless you
True.
want to end it at 10 my time exactly.
Let me think. Yeah, probably. I'm think.
Because we go off of runtime, don't we?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
How long has this been going for?
It's your call. You're streaming your call.
We probably should, but I'm trying to think real fast how to end.
It's been about 2 hours, so.
But sometimes we do it. Sometimes we don't. I can't think of the word I'm saying here. Now we're talking about ending times now. But anyways, back to. Oh God. Okay, I'm probably thinking about something later off, but I think I kept my mind's blank right now.
Say it, Pokesaurus.
I guess I'll finish these chickens and death topics later. next week. Right, my brain's more clear and I could think about things. But anyway, the wrap. You guys have any final words to say?
Not really.
I'm right, I'm wrong, goodbye.
I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're little. I'm strong, you're weak.
Okay, anyway.
No. If you want to do Matilda, Danny DeVito, right, you gotta do it like this. I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. There's nothing you can do about it.
So, to wrap it up, I guess Smash Brothers. There's a difference of opinion on the different consoles.
Shitty games.
Let's see. If you're happy someone's burning in hell, don't be so gleeful about it. Because someone you might disagree, you might have to be nice to them. You might have to be forced to be nice to them. You might have to be nice if they're an asshole. You might have to be nice to them. Toys R Us is dead.
Everyone knew that.
What else was there? Oh yeah. What was our first topic?
I think you should have said, our experiences will always be remembered at Toys R Us, or our experiences of Toys R Us. You get the point.
And what was the other topic? God damn, I can't remember now.
We talked about Toys R Us, Extinction, Smash, Decapitation. That's about it.
Oh, what's he on?
There was another one you wanted to talk about, but didn't.
Oh, no, we did. The Maniac part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then finally,
Maniac.
And finally, enjoy the animals that we have while we have them, because they might not be around for much longer.
And stay away from maniacs.
Like the dodo. So apparently it was a pigeon. Dodo was the dodo was a pigeon brand.
Or the Crash.
Oh no.
He's still alive. Anyways, like I always say, never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. We'll see you Tuesday.
Bye bye.
Have a gift card! Boom!